Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the YouTube account, and if you caught the video earlier today, absolutely ferocious summons when it came to the new Draconic Hero, and I want to show you how to pull the data. So if you go up to your portrait up here, you go to settings and go to support. This is going to allow you to do this recruitment history right here. When you click it, it's going to ask what draw history do you want, and depending on the game mode, we are going to go to the Wormcrest Fire and we are going to search. That is going to give us the summons we did today, 534. So we're going to continue the journey. Now, we did get a couple more diamonds. We also got, and I believe we got one or two more scrolls. We're going to use those in here, but everybody is wondering what the duck is going on. So right here, we're going to hop in the merchant. And if you're familiar, this is up, and this is a incredible purchase. When it comes to the fun in the wild, we are going to pick this one up. Big shout out to my boy Rowan and his duck right here for watching this and how crazy it gets with the duck. Because remember, when it comes to Draconic Heroes, it is 5,000 diamonds for every single summons. So there we go. So we got 40 of these. Here goes our duck. Absolutely crazy. Racking up those diamonds and picking up another, what? Look at that. I mean, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,000 diamonds, as well as some additional things here. We're also going to pick up this little pack just to give it a little topper, because remember, we got zero. We got shut out in its entirety when it comes to the heroes. Now, there was also a post that was shared over on Discord, which was kind of crazy, because a player did 1,120 summons, which is the record that I know. If you got anything, if you got a screenshot, definitely share it over there. 1,120 regular draconic summons to go in there and get the hero up to 1 star. Now we're at 534 right now, and we are still at 0 in its entirety. Now we do have a couple gifts in here. Maybe we'll get lucky with the furniture scrolls, get a couple more Pokecoins right there, which I am okay with. But let's hop in and do some more summons. And of course, within the Dragon Isle, we know they are also added to the Dragon Heart Temple. So we're going to go ahead and summon up using 439 cards. Just kidding. Don't ever do this. I do not advise it. A regular Draconic Hero. Stop right there. Don't think that I'm going to do this, because that is such an incredible waste. If you're pulling them out of here with the probability, even looking at the hero itself, at 2%, you're getting 1 copy every 60 to 70 of your insignias. Do not do that. That would be an absolute travesty if you went ahead and built it. But out of the Wormcrest Fire, if you remember today, we got 4 Awakened Dragons or Ascended Dragons or the Highborn Draconic Heroes out of here. So we have another 59K. We have another 2 scrolls. So let's see if we can get the first copy of the hero, because we've already knocked out in 300 is the max. We are at 534. So we're going to continue just summoning these and seeing exactly what we can get, and if we can get another hero in here, because it is kind of silly with the pulls that we have seen. So that is the scrolls. Let's hop in here and drop our 5,000 diamonds and see if by chance this is going to be the redemption of the summoning luck. And right off the bat, we get a copy. Look at that. The first 10 pull, we get our very first copy. Now we need 3 more copies to actually get them up to Ascended. We need 5 copies to actually build them out to add the 1 star. So there is the first copy that we do get of this hero. Maybe again, this is going to be the redemption from today, or that could be the only single copy that we see of this hero in the entirety. But I'm hoping we're going to see more. Maybe it's another one. Maybe it's now Velfira, which I'm okay with that. We still do not have her at 5 stars. Most of these at this point are completely built out. So the search is going to continue. I'm going to use all of my diamonds. I'm going to use all my scrolls until we get to the point of getting those copies we need. And there's copy number 2. So we went through all of those summons this morning. We got 0 copies. Here we are using a couple diamonds. Already have 2 of the copies we need to actually build them up a little bit higher. And I'm wondering if we could pull possibly 1 more out of here. That would be awesome to see, which I believe that might be our last summons, which does give us another single, which is another copy. Wow, so that is already 3 copies in here. I do not know what was going on with the summons today, but it was just absolutely horrid when it came to the summons. So that is all the pulls we're going to get out of there. Of course, getting a lot more Primordial and Amplifying, also getting a lot of hero coins, which aren't going to do anything for us, but we need 1 copy. We have 49K. Let's go ahead, or 4,900. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that 1 copy we need, which I thought that might have been it. because if we can pull this one single copy, we'll have the ability to at least get him to ascended, which is where we want. And then of course, Valfira is going and really building a lot more of those copies. That takes her to 4 stars. Now we know Scion is already built out in the entirety, so we still need one more copy for that ascended level. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going in here. See if we can pull possibly that one single copy that we have left of this hero. Maybe being able to get him that furniture. That is what we're really focused on, is building them up to get that furniture. We have 4 more in here. Now, of course, because we're using all of our diamonds in here, we're not going to have them for the Stargazer. And we do have a couple Stargazer scrolls, but overall, it doesn't seem like we're going to get the last copy. Last pull here. Not going to be anything that we are looking for, just another recycled. So unfortunately, day number 1, we do not get the copies we need of the hero itself. Wormscale Sanctum, we just continue to level this up kind of one by one. Even the Dragonforge Trials, I believe at this point, the Dragon Horn is going to add, a lot more points on there. So even here, we do have this. I'm already at 30, and the 9 of 9, the 60 is here, so we could even level this up a little bit further, or even taking that signature items even further. But again, at this point, it doesn't matter because we're already capped at this stage 12, which is already capped out there. And then, of course, within the Dragon Forge, we don't have any more scrolls until we get the reset, and also with all of the other game modes. But you know what? Let me hop in here because I believe we might be able to pull some diamonds out of the daily chest out of here with the guild boss. So let me see. Again, we're really fishing to get any of the diamonds that we can get in here out of any of the different game modes. Now, I covered the boss fight a little bit ago. Let's go ahead and auto through this. And you don't want to miss this, guys. If you're missing the boss, if you're missing the ability to come in here and fight the guild boss, you're missing diamonds and you're missing resources out of every single time. Not only are you hurting your guild because you actually don't have the ability to progress or to push the envelope to max out the damage on the boss, but you're also missing out on the diamonds. I know a lot of players really miss this, but again, thinking 200 diamonds every single day makes a big difference. Max resources, I know I already have in there. So this is just going to continue to accumulate time and time again because they're all going to the mailbox. Also looking at Riz and looking at Soren, getting all of these chests, all of these diamond chests, because that gives us enough for one more pull out of there, which again, might be something, might be absolutely broken, but want to make sure we're pulling out and using all of those. That actually gives us another 500. That is 2 more pulls. Again, we're going to be really fishing for these additional copies because even after we get our next one, we're still going to have to get, unfortunately, nothing in there. But that does take our count to, let's go to the support, recruitment history. Let's go again to our Worm's Crest Spire. That takes our count up to 657. So we got 3 copies of him at 657. And I believe this only stays in here for a couple days. So I'm going to actually record our 657 in here. Yeah, I mean, that was 120 plus 123 plus 123 summons in there. So unfortunately, we did not get any Highborn Draconic heroes, but we're just going to continue the count on here for all of the heroes we got. And as we continue to kind of build them out, because of course, he's very early. If you're not building out or don't plan to build them out, I really wouldn't invest in him because they are super expensive. But if you do not have him, and if you do not have Scion, like a lot of players, if you do not have Valfira, if you do not have Melion, there are ones in here that are an absolute priority to build, just because, again, the utility within the game modes. So unfortunately, guys, that's going to do it for today. But we pulled 3 copies, which is kind of crazy. The redemption on the diamonds, but that puts us at about 250,000. I think that takes us to about a 250,000 diamonds that we've used, not including the 160, I think 140, 150 scrolls that we've used as well within there to get those 657 pulls. So guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.